So these questions are just about the beep test. First one was from Amelia, just how to quickly improve your beep test scores. And the second one was from Danny, just techniques on improving your beep test scores. So I put them together in the same video. Basically, first things first, there's no shortcuts, all right? So with cardio and strength training, there's no shortcuts to improve your results, okay? It's all about, I'll cover on this, consistency, intensity, and recovery, okay? There's no shortcuts. So with weight loss, there's certain things you can do, and I don't recommend these. You can do like a water cut to drop your weight. You can run really low calories to very much speed up the process. That's not good for you because it doesn't help with your consistency, intensity, and recovery. I don't recommend those, but there are little shortcuts. Okay, whereas with strength training and cardio, you just can't shortcut it. Okay, you just got to do the work basically. So quickly improving your beep test scores. There's a few tips I'm gonna give you. All right, but it all comes down to these few factors. So the right training program. So what I design for my clients, okay, my applicants, is basically 3 running sessions a week, and this is what I recommend. A short interval, so for example, 10 by 100 meter sprints, right, and then the rest is a walk back. Now obviously make sure you warm up and cool down. Medium interval will be something like 6 by 400 meters, with the rest being say 2 minutes. And then the third one, just a longer, slow cardio, 45 minutes plus. Now with those, you want to be doing them on an oval or on the road or something, not on a treadmill, and I'll tell you why in a second. Now with those ones, all right, with the short ones, those sprinting sessions, the intensity needs to be really high, okay? And then with your longer, slow one, okay, it's just more about building up your whole, your engine basically. So the best way I find explaining it is that those short, hard sessions, that gives you that power, that short intensity power, okay? And then this longer one gives you that ability for your recovery and just being able to sustain that for longer, that work rate for longer. Treadmill, while we don't use it, okay, you can use a treadmill to train on. Okay, I'm not saying don't use treadmills at all, but the issue is with the beep test, a lot of it is that push off, that first movement where you're pushing off after you turn to get that speed up. Okay, the treadmill doesn't give you that. Okay, you've got the belt going. You're just moving your legs. You're not having that push off. Like you are pushing off slightly, but it's not the same. And even with you got the new treadmills coming out, you're still better off not training on a treadmill, okay? Because the biggest thing most people struggle with is that initial push off, okay, after they turn, and you're just not mimicking that. Well, there's heaps of things that are written about, this is the same training on a treadmill as doing the beep test. It's not, okay? You can't mimic the beep test without actually doing the beep test. So on a treadmill, I don't recommend training on a treadmill. Okay, if you are prone to shin splints and other factors, then yes, you can train on a treadmill because lower impact. But if you're really looking to improve your beep test results, okay, stay off the treadmill. And actually doing the beep test as a session, I don't recommend it, and I don't recommend it for everyone, okay? And the reason is, if you think about the beep test, each level's a minute, right? If you're scoring under 7.5 and your session for the day is going to do the beep test, okay, you're only training, if you get to level 7.5, you're only training for 7.5 minutes, and that's not long enough. Okay, so if you're getting over that, okay, and you're getting up to like a level 9, level 10, then yeah, you can use the beep test as a training session. And the other reason I don't recommend doing it is because it is very taxing on your body. The turns and the stopping and the starting, it's very taxing. So I don't recommend doing it all the time. You have to do it, don't get me wrong. And for my clients, we do it every 2 weeks, we retest it. But doing the beep test as a session, if you're getting under that 7.5, the session's just not long enough. Okay, you're not going to get enough out of it. So I hope that answers quickly improving your beep test. Right, I'll go into techniques to improve the beep test. So the biggest thing I find when I look at videos, and if you are struggling with the beep test, just another side note, if you are getting to like level 6 or whatever, take a video for me and send me through the video, shorten it. I just want to see levels from 4, 5, and 6, and I'll be able to give you some tips on your turns as well. So just send it through if you need to. So with your techniques and improving turns, so what we talk about here is alternating the leg and then same leg. So you'll find everyone will have a dominant leg that they turn on better. Now for me, it's my left leg. I know I can go on my left leg, turn, and then take off. So generally, if you're looking at doing a sprint, okay, whatever leg you have, whatever leg you just naturally put forward, okay, that's going to be, whatever leg it is, that's going to be your best takeoff, okay? So in the early stages of the beat test, alternate each leg, because if you constantly turn on one leg and take off, you're going to fatigue your legs. That one leg, you're going to fatigue it more than the other. And also you're going to jack up your lower back, because that's stopping and pivoting on the same one, all right? You're going to jack it up and it's going to get tight. So at the start, when you just cruise along and it's still in that warm-up pace, all right, alternate each leg, each end. And then once you do start to get, all right, I'm fucking pushing here, right, I need to make my turns, I need to go, right, then you start hitting the same leg. So that might be the last, like, say 2 or 3 levels or whatever your maximum score is. So say it's 8, you might get up to level 6. Right, so for me, I can hit like 9, 10. So once I get to like level 6, 7 is when I start turning on the same leg. The other one is turn your body, pivot, and go hard. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to get to the line. So say the line's here, okay, and my upper body, so I'm running that way. You don't want to get to the line, right, and then have to kind of do this weird turn and then go back again. Okay, you want to get in, you want to step, as you're stepping in, I know you can't see my feet, sorry, I'm in a bit of a spot here. You want to pivot, right, so when you take off, you're in that sprinters movement, taking back off again. And you want to be lower too, so when you step over the line, you want to be reaching with your foot over the line. Okay, you don't just want to kind of like hit the line and then kind of turn and step. Because look at sprinters, right, and they're a perfect example. When they start their race, they're not standing like this, are they? They're down low. Obviously, you can't do a like actual like laying on the ground takeoff, but you know they're not upright like that. So same thing. When you do your turn, you want to be down in an athletic position to be able to take off at the best amount of speed you can, and go hard. So you whatever level you're on, all right, you want to get to that speed within the first 5 steps. So what you don't want to do. Sorry, a truck going past. What you don't want to do is you don't want to be getting those last 5 steps and hitting your maximum pace then, and then having to stop and then turn around. So at the start of each level, just think turn, take off, bang. And take that 4 or 5 steps at the start, go really hard, get your speed up. So you're at that pace and you can just cruise through at that same pace to the end. Turn, pivot, hard, all right, so take off. And so what's gonna get you, the biggest things, right, quickly improving your beat test, right, you can do those little things, those few things there, having the right program, okay, and the biggest thing is consistency, intensity, and then recovery, okay, in that order too. Because if you're not consistent, right, you're just doing 1 running session a week, but you're going really fucking hard in that session, it's not enough, right? If you're being consistent, okay, it's okay, but you're not going to get the results quick enough. If you're being consistent, right, and you're showing intensity in those sessions, that's great, but then also you're going to be pulling up sore, so you need that recovery as well. So think about this, so just consistency, intensity, recovery. Okay, they're the 3 steps that are going to help you improve it quicker. Okay, but remember, there's no shortcuts with strength, there's no shortcuts with cardio. Okay, I hope this helped. If you have any questions, hit me up. Thanks, guys.